The Wilsons' home in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. The home is bright, clean, and cheery. A large desk at the side of the room has a neat and organized pile. A framed Norman Rockwell print hangs over the desk. There is a sitting area next to the dinner table. A bottle of Windex, a rag, and a pair of yellow gloves sits on the dinner table. This sitting area has a couch, a chair, and a coffee table. The dinner table sits in front of a large shelf holding knickknacks, including a vase of colorful plastic flowers and a collection of casserole dishes. There are 3 exits. The front door leading to the outside, a door to the kitchen, and a door leading to a hallway to the bedroom and bathroom. Claire sits at the desk, gluing a handle back onto a casserole dish. She's getting Elmer's glue all over the neat piles of paper and the newspaper. Leonard enters.
Claire, what are you doing?
Fixing the handle on this casserole dish. They're good as new. Anything worth keeping is worth fixing.
Claire crosses to the collection of casserole dishes where she puts it back on the shelf. Leonard sits at the desk.
Oh, for cripe's sake, you got glue all over the newspaper.
Leonard, while you're over there, can you find that recipe for me? You know, the one for root beer and raisin meatloaf? I clipped it out and put it on the desk. Whereabouts could it be?
So, I took all the clippings and project ideas and recipes and organized them into this little box. So...
Oh, Leonard, that's a humdinger of a gift. Thank you.
I know how busy you are with the church and all. So, a couple, 2 or 3 things. See the coupons here, church notices here, gardening tips over here, recipes, mostly casseroles.
There it is! Pastor Stephen wants me to bring my new hot dish to the potluck. I was looking everywhere for it. You're a wonder of organization, don't you know?
Thank you. I do take pride. See, these are paid bills. These are bills.
Oh,
and these
I'm so glad you said that. I almost forgot. This came in from Delsher's. I don't get your discount any longer?
Let me see. Oh, no, dear. This is for families of non-managers.
Oh, thank heavens.
This was sent last month, Claire. Here's information about the new line of floor signs coming in. These are newspaper clips about Norman Rockwell. I think Erica would be interested.
No, she won't like that.
This is real art.
She'll know you're trying to influence her.
That's what fathers do. Here are the newsletters and such from the Rotary, our to-do list, and here's junk mail.
Oh, Leonard, just throw it away.
No, I have to make sure it's not important.
How can junk be important?
Claire grabs the junk letters and is about to toss them in the wastebasket when she sees a letter addressed to her.
Wait, this one's for me.
Junk, Claire. It was. If it were important, I would give it to you.
It's from Williamsburg Publishing, Leonard.
You do not need any more cookbooks. You've got all these recipes. And, besides, you're the best cook in Eau Claire.
Oh my gosh, they're interested in me. They want my recipes for a book. Look, says, saw your recipe in the Valley Gazette. Would like to talk to you. We want to call it the Midwest Chef. Oh my gosh, Leonard, oh my gosh. I'm meeting a former professor of mine at the University of Wisconsin in Eau Claire Saturday on the 4th of July, and if convenient, would like to invite myself to dinner. Oh, he means supper, don't you know? These New Yorkers. Wait, that's tomorrow. When was this sent, Leonard? Last month? It's been on your desk all that time?
It had your name on it. I thought it was junk mail.
Give me the phone. I've got to call this Mr. Simmons. Oh my gosh. Hello? Mr. Simmons, please. This is Claire Wilson from Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Yes, I'll hold. Thank heavens he's still there. Oh my. Mr. Simmons, hello. You know, I just now got your letter. I must say I'm so flattered. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, are you still coming to town? Oh my, yes, we're free tomorrow night. We're free every Saturday night, even on our nation's Independence Day. Photographs? Gosh, I don't know. And a what? A video. Oh, sure. Yes, I would be delighted to make that for you. Yes, and some of my other spécialités, followed by if you get yourself a pen and paper, I'll give you our address. Oh, and of course you have it already. See you at 6 p.m. sharp tomorrow night. Toodle-doo!
Jeez Louise, Claire. What have you gotten us into? Saturday night? That's my relaxing night. And it's 4th of July, for heaven's sakes. I'm going to be extra tired from the sale. All these people, for cripe's sakes, Claire.
Claire runs to her husband and hugs him.
Leonard, you won't believe this. Mr. Simmons saw my recipe for mayonnaise casserole in the Gazette, and he...
Well, oh, come on. How would you ever see that?
I think he went to the university. He's meeting some old professor in that creative writing thing they have, and I betcha that professor saw my recipe and sent it to him. Oh my, tomorrow's going to be the best day.
Claire goes to the box Leonard organized for her and starts pulling out recipes.
And he wants me to make all my favorite recipes. And he's going to take some photographs and even some kind of video or something. He's probably wants to talk about it with his colleagues, don't you know? Oh dear. What should I make? I've got the cowboy cornbread trifle or the root beer raisin meatloaf. And it's the 4th tomorrow. I can whip up some M&M macaroons and you just use the red and blue ones.
Now, Claire, don't be getting ahead of yourself or head over heels about this. There's no contract, no money up front. Don't go off like a flibbertigibbet.
You're right. I need to calm down and get my head on straight.
Make a good first impression. Fix your hair. Wear something professional. For heaven's sakes, get organized.
He hands her back all the junk mail she's piled on his desk.
Yes, you're right.
I always am.
Always, yes. You know, I'll come down to Delsher's later today. Maybe a new shirt and some slacks.
Not today. We're getting ready for the 4th of July sale. I don't like you to come in when I'm so busy. I won't even get home until 9 o'clock tonight.
Do you want me to keep supper hot for you?
And don't worry about these new clothes. Wear the pair of shoes I brought home for you last week. They're sensible, clean, responsible. You can always tell everything you need to know about somebody by the pair of shoes they're wearing. You have a lot of work to do here, Claire. Now, get organized. See you noon for dinner.
Chicken pot pie?
We had that yesterday for supper.
I'll freshen it up for you.
He exits through the front door. Claire goes through the recipe box.
This is going to be the best day. Can't sit still. Come on, Claire. Get organized.
She picks up the Windex and rag and puts on her yellow gloves.
There. Now, let's make this place sparkle. Then we'll make our shopping list.
She begins cleaning plastic flowers, then cleans the casserole dishes.
Bringing in the sheaves. Bringing in the sheaves. Bringing in the cheese. Bringing in the cheese. I shall make the casserole with mayonnaise and cheese.
A knock at the door. Erica enters and walks in slowly.
Oh my gosh, Erica! Oh boy, what a surprise! Good heavens, you're in town, my little girl.
Claire pulls Erica in and gives her a big hug.
I'm so surprised to see you. Did you tell your dad? He sometimes forgets to.
No, Mom. I didn't tell anyone I was coming. It was a spur-of-the-moment thing.
When did your plane get in? I could have picked you up.
I drove.
All the way from New York City?
It's not a bad drive. It's pretty this time of year, all the wildflowers by the road.
So your bags are in the car? Let's go get them.
No, we got in last night and got a hotel.
Nonsense. You're going to stay... We?
Yeah, Mom. I met someone really, really special. I wanted you to meet this person.
Is he in the car? Or back at the hotel?
At the hotel. But I wanted to talk to you first, before you two met. Is Dad around?
No, he already left for Delsher's. They've got that 4th of July weekend sale.
Mm-hmm. I figured he'd be sort of busy. So I brought you this. My latest. I made the colors match the couch, so maybe he'll want to keep this one up.
Erica pulls out a large modern painting wrapped in brown paper. Although it has the same dimensions as the Norman Rockwell print hanging over the desk, the modern work shows a big fury exploding on the canvas. Claire opens it excitedly.
My! Oh, this is wonderful. Is it? Oh no! It's more.
It's a self-portrait, Mom.
Oh, well, alrighty then. But we'll keep that to ourselves. Your father doesn't have to know that. We'll tell him it's a painting of...
Freedom?
Alrighty then. Here, you hang this up, and I'll go get some coffee. I just put a fresh pot on.
Claire exits.
Sounds great. And do you have any cinnamon buttercrumb?
You betcha!
Erica hangs the painting, putting the old Norman Rockwell print to the side of the couch. She sits, obviously uncomfortable. She gets up, pokes around old family photos, figurines, and holds up a photo frame made of popsicle sticks.
I can't believe you keep this out in full view. Not exactly my best work.
What did you say, dear?
This kindergarten portrait of mine. I thought you only brought it out when I came home for a visit. Not that I blame you.
Claire returns with a tray loaded with coffee cups, creamer, sugar, spoons, napkins, and coffee cake on plates. She sets it on the coffee table.
Heavens, Erica, I love that precious little picture of you. It's your first piece of art. And now you're a big artist in New York City.
Trying to be.
You will be. Don't you worry, I know it.
Taking the photo from Erica.
See that sweet little pink dress? You called it your spinning dress.
Yes.
Oh, you go around in circles so fast until it stuck straight out like some ballerina. You love that dress. You were such a little girl. Pink satin bows, pretty little socks with lace trims. I still have the dress, you know.
You're kidding.
Oh, yes. I'm going to turn it into a quilt. Or maybe I'll save it until you have a little girl of your own. And now that you've met someone...
Erica puts down her coffee and sits next to Claire on the couch. She takes her hands in her own.
Mom, I've got something I need to tell you.
Oh, gosh.
Erica lowers her head. Claire lifts Erica's chin up and, by habit, tucks her daughter's hair behind her ear.
Mom, I'm gay.
Oh. But the spinning dress.
Are you okay?
Oh, my dear Erica, my baby, are you okay? No one's tried to hurt you, have they? I know there's a lot of mean people out there.
Don't worry, Mom. New York is very diverse.
You're healthy?
Never better.
I love you just the way you are.
You sound like Mr. Rogers right now.
He was the best, wasn't he?
You always sat down with me to watch him.
Mm-hmm. Does this mean no wedding?
Everyone can get married now.
Does it mean no grandchildren?
No, Mom, you'll have grandchildren. I hope.
Oh. Wait, does this mean I can't go to Chick-fil-A any longer?
We'll see.
Wait, I'm trying to get this through my head. You had that boyfriend. Maybe you're just a little bit bisexual? Or maybe this is just something you're going through?
I'm queer, Mom.
Don't say that word.
But that's what I am.
I never let you use the word weird, and now I'm not going to let you use that Q word either.
Okay. We'll just stick with gay for now.
But you had that boyfriend. I thought for sure the two of you were going to get married.
I tried for the longest time to make that work. I was so unhappy.
Well, that's no good.
Then I met Penny.
Is that who you brought?
Yes, and I'm dying for you to meet her. You'll love her. She's wonderful. She's funny and educated and friendly. She's in marketing and has her own business and does very well.
You didn't meet her at one of those gay bars, did you? Those places look so rough.
No, we met at a gay picnic in Prospect Park.
Are you happy, my love?
The happiest I've ever been, Mom.
Well, then I'm happy too. Now come over here. You'll always be my little girl, no matter how festive you get.
Gay.
Yes. Gay.
Homosexual. Lesbian.
Do I have to use that word? For some reason it reminds me of the word vagina.
Then we'll just stick with gay for now. Okay?
That will be fine.
So, would you like to meet Penny?
You betcha!
Mom, I love you so much.
Me too.
There's one more thing I have
There's
to...
phone rings.
Let the answering machine get it.
Okay. There's one more thing.
Hello, you've reached the Wilson, Leonard and Claire, but we're not here. We're over there. Just leave your number, if you dare. We'll call you back, so don't despair.
Oh, jeez Louise.
Hello, Miss Wilson. This is Williamsburg Publishing calling with a message for Mr. Simmons. He needs to change his appointment with you. Would you be available to meet with him tonight?
I've got to take this, Erica. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Hello, Wilson Residence. Yes, this is she. Oh, dear. Yes, of course. Yes, it's no problem. Sure. It's no problem at all. So tonight at 6 o'clock then. Alrighty. Okie dokie. Bye now.
Claire hangs up the phone.
What's wrong?
Oh my gosh. Mr. Simmons is coming tonight instead of tomorrow. He'll be bringing a photographer and he said something about a video. I've got to finish cleaning and get cooking.
Mom, slow down. Who's Mr. Simmons?
You won't believe it. Mr. Simmons is an editor at Williamsburg Publishing in Brooklyn, New York. Do you know him?
No, Mom, I don't know everyone who lives in New York.
Well, he's coming here this weekend on business, and he wants to meet me because he wants to publish a cookbook, The Midwest Chef, and he wants to use me. And geez Louise, I gotta clean, make a shopping list. I don't know what to do first.
That's fantastic. How did he find you?
He saw my recipe for mayonnaise casserole in the Valley Gazette.
Wow.
Yes. And now I have to get my menu figured out.
What can I do to help?
Oh, thank you. If you could finish dusting the flowers, and get the good cutlery and rub them with a dish towel, and maybe run a vacuum a little bit. Oh, in the bathroom. Mm-hmm. Wait a sec. Erica.
Yeah?
I'm so sorry. I don't know where my head is. I'm canceling supper. You're more important than some silly cookbook. Now, let's sit down and finish this talk. You were going to tell me about Penny and the phone.
I'll wait, Mom. This cookbook deal is huge for you.
Are you sure? This is exciting news, isn't it?
Yeah, and both Penny and I will help.
Okay, good. Well, then you go get her. I'll need all the help I can get. I've got some recipes right here. I might make it an all casserole evening. So let's get this all organized before your father returns for dinner.
I'll finish the dusting,
I'll get
then
the
vacuum.
shopping list written
I'll
up.
pick up Penny from the hotel.
You two can make the Velveeta points. Remember how?
Toasted white bread triangles, Velveeta melted, and whipped with sour cream and a tiny pickled pear onion on top.
You know, let's go a little fancy tonight. After you toast that bread, go on and fry it in some butter.
This will be the best day.
That's exactly what I was saying.
2 hours later, Leonard enters.
I'm home, Claire. Claire.
He looks down the hallway, then into the door leading into the kitchen. Then he sighs.
Oh, Jiminy flippin' crickets.
Leonard exits into the kitchen as Claire enters and exits and re-enters, bringing grocery bags that she sets inside the front door. Sounds of cabinets opening are heard from the kitchen. A loud thud followed by a refrigerator being opened and drawers moving in and out with great difficulty, followed by
Louise.
Then another.
Jiminy crickets.
The sound of canned food stuff being squirted out and rustling through plates and silverware. He emerges with a plate holding a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and a couple of crackers topped with Cheese Whiz, as Claire begins hauling the bags into the kitchen.
There you are. I had to make my own dinner tonight, Claire.
I'm sorry, Leonard.
This kitchen's a mess. Cans and jars all over the countertops. The fridge is nearly empty.
Hauling bags into the kitchen.
I know, dear. I'm arranging all my ingredients.
I couldn't find the leftover chicken pot pie. I had to eat this instead. You know how much I hate peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
The pot pie is in there, you know. If you want to find it, you have to move some things around, Leonard.
I can't go rummaging through the fridge. I only have 30 minutes for dinner. And you said you were going to freshen it up. Where were you?
Claire re-enters with a glass of milk that she sets on the table in front of him before going to the door and hauling in the rest of the bags.
I had to go to the market.
That could have waited until tomorrow.
No, it couldn't.
You gotta get organized, Claire. Get things on a calendar. Make plans. Stick with them.
Claire goes into the kitchen.
Yes, dear, but...
Supper's on Saturday. Do your shopping, and then, so you know you have everything.
Claire returns with an empty can of Cheese Whiz.
You used up all the Cheese Whiz?
So?
Now I have to go all the way back to the market to pick up another can.
You had other priorities today.
Leonard, hush. Listen to me. Mr. Simmons changed his plans. He's coming tonight, and he's bringing a photographer.
Tonight?
Yes, and I only have this afternoon to make a big supper, and now I have to go back to the market.
Do I have to be here?
It would be nice.
Oh, for cripe's sake. I had plans tonight.
I know, you're working late.
Yes, working late, getting ready for the big sale tomorrow.
Don't you think they'd let you off a little early just this once? It's so important to me.
I guess, but they're going to be very mad. It's very inconvenient, Claire.
Claire runs to Leonard and hugs him.
But don't expect me to help you. I'll barely get back in time.
Guess who?
What?
No, I'll let you finish your sandwich first.
I don't have time for this.
Go on, last bite. And a nice glass of cold milk. All done? No peanut butter sticking around in there?
I'm done. I don't have time for guessing games. I'm going in for my nap. Please wake me up in 10 minutes.
Sit down, Leonard. I have some news.
What is it?
Guess who showed up this morning right after you left?
Who?
Erica.
You don't say.
Now, isn't that a nice surprise?
Our little girl came down for the 4th. Hope she didn't bring another.
For the first time, he looks over and sees the new painting, registers disgust, and replaces it with the old Norman Rockwell.
Nope. That's not going to happen. I'll only have real art in my home. Believe you me. You can put this with the rest of them down in your sewing room.
Leonard puts Erica's painting on the floor next to the desk. Claire picks it up and takes it down the hallway, then quickly returns.
Careful. She's very proud of this. You should tell her you like it.
That would be a lie. And the truth will set you free, Claire.
You are right. The truth shall set us all free. And well, Erica had something to share.
She got a real job? How could anyone be an artist in this day and age?
No, nothing like that.
She's moving home.
No, it's...
Well?
Promise me you're going to stay calm.
Oh, what is it?
Take a breath first, dear.
Just tell me.
Okay, here it is. Our baby is a gay person. Gay. Lesbian. Now, try to relax, Leonard. Take a breath. It's going to be okay.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. The moment I saw her at last year's Christmas party with that old girlfriend of hers from high school.
Who was that?
Oh, the Talbot's girl.
You mean little Ashley?
Yep. It was Ashley. She was drinking beer from a bottle.
What does that have to do with being gay?
I tell you, she was hanging around with that Ashley girl too much. It rubbed off.
You're being hysterical.
There's nothing funny about this.
That's not what I meant.
Now, why in the world would Erica be gay?
It's not a choice, Leonard. It's the way she was born.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
But it's true. She was born that way.
This is all your fault, Claire. Always standing by that microwave oven, it jumbled stuff up in there.
Oh, that couldn't be right. Otherwise, the whole world would be gay, Leonard. I've told you what I had to tell you. If you want that nap, you better take it now.
Sleep at a time like this?
Look, I don't know what else to say. But the fact remains, I have to get ready for tonight, and I have to get ready for Erica and Penny.
Penny?
Yes, that's her girlfriend. They've come here to, I guess, announce their relationship to us.
Claire now busies herself arranging a little tea service and cookies, which she places on the coffee table. It is for Erica and Penny, who will arrive soon. Leonard runs around behind Claire, talking to her.
Oh, so now I'm supposed to skip my nap, accept my daughter's lifestyle, as they say, and then meet this woman that she's fallen in love with all at the same time?
Yes, that's what you're supposed to do.
But what about all those boyfriends? Maybe Erica is just a little bit bisexual.
You know, that's what I said to her. But no, she's a lesbian.
You should never let her wear those shoes. Those,
Dr. Scholl's? Those are very sensible, something that should appeal quite strongly to you.
No, Doc Martens. You let her wear those...
All the girls were wearing the Dr. Martens.
Those clodhopper boots? Not at all feminine. You know, you can tell a lot about a person by the shoes
Those
they wear.
boots were the fashion. You sold them to everyone. You told me.
That gym teacher of hers.
Mrs. Johnson has had 3 husbands.
Aha!
Leonard, relax, my dear. You're going to have a stroke if you don't.
How can I relax? I have to deal with all this, plus supper, and no nap!
Leonard is so undone by the news. Claire rushes over to his side to assure him that everything is fine.
There. I want you to think of God's kingdom, dear. There are gay beings everywhere. Animals, plants, insects.
There are?
Giraffes are apparently very gay, and so are flamingos.
Yeah?
And killer whales.
Are you sure?
We read all about that when Our Ladies Auxiliary visited that new church down the block.
Oh, those Congregationalists are going to ruin the Lutherans.
Well, Pastor Stephen arranged the visit.
He did?
Mm-hmm. And Leonard, however hard it is for us to hear this, don't forget, it's even harder for our baby to tell us.
She's 29.
And I've never seen her so happy. She's relaxed, strong, and I think in love.
Oh, no. She's not going to do one of those marriages. I'm not wearing a flippin' rainbow.
Leonard, Penny is apparently a very successful woman. Probably rich, you know.
Yeah?
And they'll be here any minute.
Ah, Jiminy flippin' cricket.
Look, why don't you do some deep breathing?
I'm not going to do one of those yoga things of yours.
You don't have to. Go take a shower, freshen up. That always makes you feel better.
Leonard exits.
And that's why I didn't have another baby. I already had 2 children.
Alone, Claire picks up the photo of Erica framed in popsicle sticks. She dusts it off lovingly, holding it to her heart. Then she gets on her knees to pray.
Gracious God, I'm proud that you chose Leonard and me to raise Erica. I'm sure she's meant to do some important good in your world. I'm humbled to be her mother. And I know you never give us more than we can bear, but I'm nearly filled up today, and I just wanted you to know that. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
There's a knock at the door. Claire rushes to it, and in comes Erica and Penny.
Mom, this is Penny. Penny, this is my mom, Claire.
Claire rushes to Penny, who holds out her hand. Claire gives her a hug instead.
Welcome to the Wilsons, Penny.
Thank you, Mrs. Wilson.
Oh, please. Call me Claire. Oh, my. You two make a lovely couple.
Thanks, Mom.
I understand our surprise visit has landed on quite the big evening.
Gee willikers, it sure has. And it's turned into a humdinger of an evening.
Penny nudges Erica.
Is Dad home yet?
Sure is. I'll go get him. Oh, and by the way, I already told him your news.
How's he taking it?
Just hunky-dory.
Erica and Penny look at each other. Claire ushers them to sit and exits.
I'm really nervous, Penny.
Don't worry, sweetie. It'll be okay. Look at your mom. She's great.
Isn't she?
And she said everything was hunky-dory. And may I say, now I know where you get those expressions.
But Dad...
Erica notices the painting has changed.
I can't believe it! He already took my painting off the wall. It was up there for how long? 2 hours? He hates my art. He hates me. He'll hate us.
We'll win him over.
I hope.
They kiss.
Not even Mom knows the whole story.
No worries. We're the power lesbian couple of the Upper West Side. We've got our...
Juju. We've got our Juju.
I love you, baby.
Me too.
Go on, Leonard.
Claire and Leonard enter. As she urges, he resists.
I really have to get back to Delshires.
You're the manager, for heaven's sake.
I can't be late.
You can be 5 minutes late.
Leonard relents and enters further into the room. He gives Erica a hug and a kiss on the cheek. When Penny extends her hand, he shakes it.
Dad, this is Penny.
Hello, Mr. Wilson.
Leonard stands behind the chair, which he keeps as a barrier between him and Penny.
So how have you been, Dad?
Fine.
You know, Penny, Mr. Wilson and you have something in common.
Oh, really?
Whatever would that be?
You're both in the world of marketing.
Now, why would you say that, Claire? I'm not in marketing. I'm a general manager.
But in a way, you are in marketing. You make your customers look good, so they always want to come back. You make a good experience to shop at Delshires. That's marketing, isn't it, Penny?
Well, that is the idea. All good marketing professionals strive for that.
Penny runs a marketing company, her own, in New York City.
It's just a small business, Mrs. Wilson.
Don't be modest, Penny. You've worked in marketing for years, and she's already got some big national clients. She's very good.
How long have you been in retail, Mr. Wilson?
All my life. My father was the department.
His father managed the shoe department when Delshires first opened.
Claire, she asked me. My father got me my first job. I was 12 years old, working in the stockroom. I worked my way up.
He was saving money, don't you know, to go off to the university and get a business degree.
Let me tell it, Claire. To get a business degree.
He's gifted in that area, don't you know? Very smart. He would have made straight A's, I betcha.
Well...
He has a good, sensible, business-like head on his shoulders.
So, I was ready to go, and suddenly, Claire...
His father dropped dead.
I'm so sorry.
I had to take care of my mother and my little sister.
So, no university for Leonard. Poor dear always wanted that.
What a disappointment that must have been for you. Really devastating.
Yes, you're right. It was devastating. Had to give up my dream right there.
Dad, it's never too late. You can always go back and get your degree.
No. That boat has sailed, Penny.
By now, you probably know more than the professors do.
You betcha he does.
You could teach a class or two, I'm sure.
No. I couldn't really
I bet I could learn some good business practices from you.
Leonard has warmed up to the visit. He looks at Claire and gives her a smile.
So, how is the store, Dad?
Fine. Busy, but fine. We're getting ready for the new line of lady shoes.
I understand Mom has a heck of a supper planned.
That's right. Oh gosh, I've got to start cooking.
Put Penny and me to work instantly.
I'm a whiz in the kitchen.
And she knows exactly what photographers want when it comes to cuisine. She's art directed tons of shoots for magazines.
Wonderful.
Come on, I'll show you around.
Erica and Penny exit.
Claire, that Penny, that's...
Yes. I know, dear. I saw that right away.
He's a man.
Penny is a woman. Or to be more precise, a trans woman.
Wherever do you hear such things?
On Ellen.
The TV show with that woman who's always wearing tennis shoes?
Yes, and she dances too.
I don't care what that Ellen comedian says. That Penny, she's a man. I mean, he's a man. Wearing women's clothes.
Penny's a woman.
A man.
A woman.
A man.
And you're starting to like her. I could see it. You are accepting her.
A man.
Poor thing has probably to have lived most of her life trapped somewhere she didn't want to be, having to live up to some people's notion of how she should act, how she should keep her recipes all organized, wear sensible shoes, keep her hair neat and tidy, behave like she was one of you, when deep down she felt different.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means I know how Penny must have felt. And now she's free to be herself.
To be herself? That is a man who wanted to be a woman so she could be in a lesbian relationship. Makes great sense, Claire.
Don't confuse sexual orientation with gender identification, Leonard.
Jeez, oh, Pete.
Leonard!
I'm sorry, but you're listening to that Ellen person too much. And you've been using too much of that parsley kind of stuff.
You mean cilantro?
Yes. I don't like it. It tastes weird.
So what if I have? It makes the food fresh and different tasting.
Still don't like it.
Penny's one brave cookie, I tell you what, and so's our Erica.
Leonard exits. Claire crosses to the front door.
Those two love each other like crazy, and I bet you one day Penny's going to be our daughter-in-law. I'll finally have a wedding, and you'll be wearing a rainbow pin.
She slams the door.
Mom? Uh-oh. Mom! Come here real quick.
Good Lord, what now?
Erica empties with an empty jar.
We just ran out of mayonnaise.
Oh.
The table, Act 2. The table is set for supper. Claire enters with a plate of hors d'oeuvres that she places on the coffee table. She takes one of the hors d'oeuvres, then rearranges the plate to make it look pretty again.
Erica, those Velveeta points are so delicious.
Thanks, Mom.
Claire tidies her hair, then surveys the room, making sure everything is just right. Erica enters and watches her mother for a moment. Claire considers the collection of casserole dishes, takes one out, then puts it back.
So, you gonna edit those?
Your father's been telling me for years now to get rid of some
and
of
now
this.
that Mr. Simmons is coming with the photographer, person.
Yeah. I don't know what to take away. As it is, it just all makes you happy.
They both stand, staring, nodding, not knowing what to do. Penny enters and notices Erica and Claire staring at the knickknacks.
Are we making plans for that?
I'm afraid not.
Well, I wouldn't worry about it then. It's a wonderful melange. Shows character.
Too much, I'm afraid.
Not at all. This is part of your unique signature.
I'm not sure.
These fabulous objets d'art are something real people can relate to. I'm sure the editor will love it.
Penny's right, Mom. Photographers hate it when artists straighten up their studios right before a shoot.
We never get the chance to see the real creative environment.
But I'm not an artist. I'm a housewife.
You're an artist. Your medium is...
Mayonnaise and processed cheese.
And butter and Ritz crackers.
Don't forget the cream of mushroom soup. You know, your father says I should do something about all of these.
Suddenly, the kitchen timer and the doorbell both ring. Claire twists this way and that.
He wasn't supposed to get here till 6.
But he's still on New York time.
What am I supposed to do now?
I've always found that a vodka tonic is pretty helpful in times like these.
Drinks, yes.
You and Penny take care of that. I'll get the door.
Come on, Claire. Let's mix up some poison.
Claire giggles and exits with Penny. Erica opens the front door. There stands Nick. She wears a black t-shirt that reads, Ironic t-shirt. She holds a camera and a tripod. She has an expression that looks like a blend of pain and sadness.
Hello?
Miss Wilson?
I'm her daughter, Erica.
Yeah. No.
You're not Mr. Simmons.
Yeah, no. I'm Nick. I'm the photographer. Zachary will be here in a sec. He's having a chat with the publisher.
Well, come in. Make yourself comfy.
Thanks.
They sit.
You know, my mom's really excited about this. I guess most people get excited when they're going to be featured in a cookbook. Hope she doesn't get too nervous. I don't want to burn casserole.
No. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Can I get you anything? You good?
Yeah, no. Not right now. I'll wait for Zachary. Thanks.
There's a big crashing sound from the kitchen.
I should really see if I can help my mom. Will you be okay here? Do you mind letting your editor in?
No, yeah, go on.
Erica exits. Nick snoops around as if she's trying to get a good idea for the video. She gets into everything. Figurines, plastic flowers, plates on the table. There's a knock at the door. Nick crosses and opens it, revealing Zachary Simmons. He walks into the room, looks around, stands in the center, and stretches his arms out wide.
OMG, Nick, can I pick him or what?
No, yeah, facts.
This is amazeballs for sure.
No, yeah, total split.
So, what do you have?
Nick goes to the shelves holding the casserole dishes. Penny enters with a tray holding 2 drinks decorated with tiny umbrellas. She remains unnoticed.
Get these in the background. Very Gucci. Shoot her in the front for the interview. Some stills, B-roll in the kitchen, at the table.
Oh, check out the garbage can. Probably some empty jars of Miracle Whip or Velveeta cheese spread.
I'm dead.
Dude, can you spell it?
No, but my t-shirt can.
Nick shows off his ironic t-shirt.
And then all these plastic flowers. God, plastic flowers everywhere.
Pretty, aren't they?
Penny, irritated, pointedly sets the drink tray on the table instead of offering the drinks to them.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Zachary Simmons, it's nice of you to have us over, Mrs. Wilson.
Oh, I'm not Mrs. Wilson. I'm Penny Caulfield, a friend of the Wilson's daughter.
Right. She let me in.
My assistant, Nick.
Zachary extends his hand. Penny does not take it. Instead, she rather channels Kristen Stewart in her disdain.
We're from Williamsburg Publishing.
Yes, of course. Williamsburg.
Have we met before?
Where might that have been?
Brooklyn, maybe?
Brooklyn?
You know New York?
No, I don't recall ever having met. So you're the editor, and you're the photographer / videographer?
That's right. We'll be taking photos and making video of some
Of Mrs. Wilson's culinary creations.
And it's for a book.
A cookbook with an online component for the videos.
For the videos, of course.
We were just doing a vibe check. You know, getting some nice beats.
B-roll, that's extra footage, video that we'll use in the voiceover. It makes it all the more interesting. You don't want to see only a talking head.
Oh, don't let me stop you. Go on and check the vibe so you get some great B.
Penny takes one of the drinks and sits.
Oh, may I?
Help yourself. I think Mrs. Wilson, calls this an orange sickle. Reminiscent of childhood, don't you think?
How different.
Yes. It is her own creation, a simple syrup made with orange juice and honey, a touch of vanilla extract, and a splash of champagne. I'm sorry. Sparkling wine.
And whipped cream.
And whipped cream.
Zachary puts down his drink. Claire enters, followed by Erica, who brings in a tray of more drinks. Nick begins videoing.
I'm sorry, I got myself pretty busy in the kitchen. So, anyway, I'm Claire. I bet you're Mr. Simmons.
No problemo, Mrs. Wilson.
Oh my, French!
Please tell me you got that.
Well, travel makes you thirsty, that's for sure. Hope you don't have any trouble finding the place. Just a couple of stop-and-go lights off Spooner. Please, Mr. Simmons, won't you sit down? And your friend?
We'll let Nick scope out the setting, if you don't mind, Mrs. Wilson. Is it okay if she goes into the kitchen?
I'll take her. Penny, you want to come?
I think I'll stay here, hun. Okay?
Sure.
Erica and Nick exit. Claire notices Zachary's drink does not have any whipped cream. She jumps up, gets the can of Ready Whip, and squirts a dollop on it. The humor is not lost on Penny, and Claire sits.
You must call me Claire.
And you must call me Zachary.
Oh.
What is it?
You know, I hope you're not named after our 12th president.
Zachary Taylor.
He died from a stomach bug. He was only 65. He ate some bad food at a picnic right at the Washington Monument.
Mm-hmm. Terrible. Some tainted fruits or vegetables. Or maybe whipped cream. He was awfully sick. Nothing the doctors could do. It just sort of grabbed him in his midsection. Isn't that right, Claire?
Yes, mm-hmm. And he just flat out died. Boom. Just like that.
Okay!
And with your being involved with food and all, and so...
Now that's a curious bit of history. Is that an interest of yours?
Anything that has anything to do with food interests me.
Especially when food kills.
Benny, you're such a stitch.
Oh, those smells coming from the kitchen sure are homey?
I made all my most popular dishes.
And don't worry, Zachary. Everyone who's eaten them is still living.
Well, except for Ruth Hansen. She came here for dinner last month and died the next day. Heart attack.
Oops.
Poor thing was only 1 week shy of her 93rd birthday.
Oh, there you go.
A buzzer goes off in the kitchen. Erica enters with Nick following close behind.
Mom, the rest of the Velveeta points are done. Do you want me to add some more?
No, dear. Let me finish it all off.
Where's Dad?
Dalster's is trying to keep him later than usual. Big sale tomorrow. But he has promised to leave earlier.
Do you have a cell?
Sure, right here.
Claire picks up Leonard's cell phone from his desk and hands it to Erica. Claire exits to the kitchen.
He's so Jurassic. I'll head over there and get him. It's super close by. Want to come with? I'll give you the nickel tour of downtown Eau Claire.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
Erica reaches out and holds Penny by the hand. The two exit. Nick and Zachary look at each other.
Whoa, do you think Claire knows about that?
No way. I doubt they even know the word lesbian.
Maybe she does.
How could she? Dude, coming out would make some great content, you know?
Bad karma, Zachary.
Dude, we're talking viral. Crazy, mad, viral.
It's still savage AF.
Dude, the Midwest chef, Middle America at its finest.
Claire returns from the kitchen. She holds a tray of snacks. Nick picks up the video camera and starts shooting. Claire is delighted and embarrassed at the same time. They do a little pas de deux with Nick videoing Claire and her tray of hors d'oeuvres.
These are Velveeta points. Over here, some fried pickles. Secret here is to dip them in buttermilk so the breading stays put. And you got your fried cheese curds right here. Stop by Bob's processing plant up in Bloomer to get them fresh. Tasty, aren't they?
Surprisingly, yes.
Can't come to Wisconsin without having some cheese curds, you know. Go on, try that dip. That's my own special sauce. Honey and Miracle Whip. Oh, and here's some that I didn't cook, but I wanted to show you. You know, you got these fresh cheese curds, if they squeak when you bite into them. See? Squeak.
She picks up a cheese curd and bites into it. It emits a little squeak. Zachary is about to follow suit, but suddenly, Nick knocks into a casserole dish and it breaks.
Sorry.
It was bound to happen sooner or later. Don't you worry about it, Nick.
That's awfully kind of you, Claire. Ma'am.
Oh, that is an extraordinary
Collection? Yes. Leonard has been after me to get rid of some of it and get it all organized, don't you know? But I can't bring myself to doing that. They all remind me of someone. See, this is the Jell-O mold for the recipe I got from Karen Swenson. Anyone can use miniature marshmallows. Nothing special about that at all.
Nick hurriedly begins filming Claire at the casserole dish shelf.
And this, I used this to improve on Carla Tilden's secret family recipe for tuna casserole. She uses heavy cream. Not much of a family secret. Everybody uses that. And here's the dish for Molly Allegren's meatloaf surprise. And no surprise there, just a package of potato chips. You know, people give me so many recipes.
So, your recipes, they come from your friends?
Oh, heavens, no. My mother always taught me to put my own stamp on whatever I cook. So, here I might take this one and add a can of cream of celery soup. You can never go wrong with a Campbell's cream of something soup. You'd also be surprised at what a bottle of Sprecker's root beer can do to a meatloaf.
No cap.
Claire opens the recipe box that Leonard organized for her.
Oh, these are from my entries into the Pillsbury Bake Off and the Craft Recipe Contest. I've got some letters from them telling me how much they liked them, but they don't fit into their books. Now, what the heck does that mean? It doesn't fit. Either you like it or you don't. Let's see. I'm making from scratch some recipes for this casserole dish I bought at the Leinenkugel Brewery. Oh, you guys should go there while you're here. It's just up the road past the Catholic cemetery.
Claire, how about we do a little interview with you right here by the table with all of this?
No, yeah, have a little kiki with the retro in the background.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't have time to get my hair done today.
You look beautiful. It'll be easy. I'll ask you some questions and you just answer.
I don't know.
If you make a mistake, don't worry about it. We'll edit it out.
We'll edit it out.
You can trust us. You slay queen.
No, yeah. Toad's beautiful.
Well, if I'm totes beautiful.
Good, great. Let's get you standing here. How's the lighting, Nick?
Perfect.
Now just relax. That's right. Hello, this is Zachary Simmons for the Williamsburg Publishing. I'm standing in the home of Claire Wilson.
Of Eau Claire, Wisconsin.
Yes, Mrs. Wilson is the featured chef on our new cookbook, The Midwest Chef. And she has prepared for us a feast tonight, starring her favorite recipes. Isn't that right, Mrs. Wilson?
Yes! I don't know. I need to touch up my lipstick.
You look bonita, Claire.
I do?
Yeah, no, and there's this great ambient lighting.
You know, I've got that skylight in the kitchen, and I've got gobs more dishes in there.
Perfect. You can demonstrate a recipe if that'll make you more comfortable.
Okie dokie.
Claire, Zachary, and Nick exit into the kitchen as Leonard enters through the front door. He hears the following conversation coming from the kitchen.
Oh, okay. Well, this is my own little trick.
Nick, get this on camera. Oh, that's great.
Oh my god, it's amazeballs!
You guys are a hoot. You know, I've tried to get Leonard in the kitchen for years, but he just won't.
Any more tricks?
Here, hold the camera. I want to try.
Sure, here. Take this and rub it between your hands. Squeeze it a little bit. Yes, that's perfect. Keep squeezing. Keep squeezing. Now hand me that Cool Whip.
Claire!
Leonard exits while Penny and Erica enter.
Oh, Leonard, let me introduce you.
Give your dad some time, Erica.
He's always been so close-minded. Hates my art, hates my life.
He'll come around.
We're back.
It's new to him. It's sure not new to me.
But he didn't have to be so rude. Snatching that perfume out of your hands like you were making it dirty or something.
I know.
He was offensive.
It's not the first time I've had to deal with that kind of behavior.
But not from my own father.
Your girls want some Leinenkugel?
That's Eau Claire speak for beer. Sure, Mom.
Tell your dad how you feel.
I don't want to talk to him.
But you need to make nice tonight. This is a huge day for your mom. Wait a day. Then talk to your dad? Baby steps?
Okay.
Penny holds Erica in a protective embrace. Leonard re-enters, then immediately leaves.
Go on, get in there with these.
But I don't want to.
They're not gonna bite, for Pete's sake.
Leonard gets shoved back into the living room. He's holding bottles of beer.
Here.
Do you have a glass?
All right.
Leonard pours beer into a glass. He makes this antagonizingly long, the gesture filled with tension. He starts to pour another glass for Erica, but she takes the bottle and walks away from him.
I'm trying, you know. I've got to get used to all of this.
Zachary and Nick re-enter.
Your mom wants everyone at the table.
Erica and Penny sit along the long side of the table. Leonard sits at the head, near Erica. Erica gives Leonard a dirty look and stands up and switches seats with Penny. Zachary nudges Nick, who begins filming. Leonard looks at Penny, stands up, and sits at the other end of the table next to Erica. Erica stands up and sits at the other end where Leonard first sat. She glares at him.
Okay, get yourselves comfy and loosen those belts, because we're having a real Eau Claire feast.
Claire enters carrying a large casserole dish.
For our appetizer, sushi.
Oh, no.
I wasn't expecting that. I love sushi.
One of my faves.
Alrighty then.
Oh.
Great vid.
Bob's Processing had some real fresh hamburger. You can still hear it moo. No, Erica, that's your spot there. I like to be closer to the kitchen. You know that, Leonard. Whatever's gotten into your heads. You guys take a seat.
Leonard and Erica move.
No, I'll be getting up and down a lot, Claire.
Like a regular Mexican jumping bean.
We don't
I guess.
use that term anymore. It's racist.
Insensitivity to third world. No
Developing
doubt.
countries.
Leonard huffs and reaches for the platter of barbecued bacon sushi. Claire picks up a wooden spoon and smacks him on the back of the hand.
Zachary wants me to explain each dish first.
So, Dad, did you meet Zachary and Nick yet? Or were you too busy dusting off the happy family in your Norman Rockwell?
Yes, we met in the kitchen. They were helping your mother. And what is your problem,
Claire,
young lady?
How do you make this?
Well, first, spread out your bacon on some wax paper. I know people use those bamboo-y things, but we just don't have any here in Eau Claire. So some good old American wax paper works just fine. Get your chopped meat, add some garlic salt, and work it with your hands, squeezing it until it's warmed up a bit, and you can spread it out on top of those bacon slices until it's nice and thick and even. Then get your cheese log and lay it on top of the meat at one end, and then, roll it all up. Put it on your baking dish and glaze it with some barbecue sauce. Put it in the oven and cook it up.
And if that isn't sushi, I don't know what is, right?
Oh, it's not done yet. While it's cooling down, get your bag of Doritos. But don't open it, because you're going to just smash it over and over on the kitchen counter. You might think of throwing it on the floor, but don't do that, because sometimes the end pops open and you'll have a real mess. And the counter is so much easier to clean up. Anyway, when the meat's cooled down, put some more barbecue sauce on it and roll it in those smashed Doritos.
That's some process, Claire.
Still not done. Then you take a can of Durkee's fried onions and put that on another piece of wax paper and smash all that with a rolling pin. Put some more barbecue sauce on the meat log and roll the whole thing in the fried onions. Then slice it all and serve. It's good and crunchy and bacony and barbecuey. Okay? Okay.
They each take a slice. The crunching is loud. A stove bell rings in the kitchen.
Dad?
Penny nudges Erica.
No. I'm discussing this now.
Zachary smells drama and nudges Nick to surreptitiously film Erica and Leonard. Penny sees what's going on and pushes a vase of plastic flowers in front of the camera lens. Nick moves the camera, and Penny moves the vase again. She gives both Zachary and Nick the stink eye.
I saw what you did.
Oh,
At Delshires, I saw you yank that perfume out of Penny's hands.
Please,
not at the
Erica,
supper
not
table.
And
now.
you shoved a bottle of Axe body spray at her.
I gave him
Her.
her.
You are such a disappointment.
I'm a disappointment.
Erica cries and puts her head on Penny's shoulder. Penny comforts her. Claire returns holding a tray of 2 more casserole dishes.
Cheddar corn casserole and scalloped potatoes a la Claire.
Nick videos the presentation. Zachary picks up a microphone from Nick's bag.
The presentation is so authentic, a visual palette with an economical range of hues, the bouquet of which of one rather invokes the presence of the other.
Zach, let's not.
Nick stops videoing. Zachary forces him to pick up the camera and keep shooting.
No, really, I must say, how refreshing after all of the food snobbery we typically encounter in New York.
You don't say.
This is no nonsense. Why use fresh garlic when garlic salt is just so much easier?
So true.
Yes, it is refreshing. And you are so right, Zachary. It is honest. And Claire, absolutely delicious. I'm going crazy for these scalloped potatoes.
Zachary goes old school and pulls out a notebook and pen.
Bad karma, dude.
Dude, you are so toast.
Enjoying the scalloped potatoes, Dad? How about if we take that away from you and give you steamed vegetables? How would you feel about that?
Chill.
I've got a secret with that one. I figured it all out one day when I didn't have any heavy cream for my recipe. So I substituted something very unusual. It turned out so delicious, I've used it ever since. Can you guess?
Everyone tastes the scalloped potatoes.
Cool Whip. Now, isn't that a surprise? But I do. I put a whole container of Cool Whip in my scalloped potatoes.
Ingenious.
I was wondering what made it so sweet.
And what's especially nice about that is now I have lots and lots of containers. I don't have to use store-bought containers anymore. Ooh, those Ziploc people make me so mad. They keep changing the size, so the old lids won't fit. We have to pitch everything and go buy more, you know.
It's delicious, Mom. Isn't that right, Dad? Mom makes the best, doesn't she? Mom is the best. So loving, so accepting.
Yeah, sure. The best.
Now taste that cheddar corn casserole.
Yeah, you have a secret in there as well?
You betcha. Go on.
Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Candy corn.
No, silly. That's for October. Now go on, give it a try.
They all taste the next dish.
It's so
Sour?
quite sour.
That's it. Sauerkraut. Sort of like one of those Reubens, don't you know?
Yes, the only thing missing is the pastrami.
Now that's a great idea there, Penny. I'll call it cheddar corn casserole a la Penny.
I'm flattered.
I know you'll love what's coming up.
Claire dashes into the kitchen. Simultaneously, arguments erupt between Leonard and Erica and between Penny and Zachary. Nick eats and watches.
How could
How
you
could
do
you?
know
that?
what
I'm
you
so
two are up to.
confused. It's
She-
not natural.
What are you talking about?
Oh,
Wait
she
a
know
minute,
about
Missy.
it. I'm not going to let you do it.
This
you are
is a
stuck
First
in
I'm not
Amendment
stuck
issue.
anywhere.
You are
Bullshit it is.
Claire
That's what I can
returns
do.
and the arguments cease immediately. She places plates on the table and returns to the kitchen. Arguments continue, but with different sides. Erica versus Zachary and Pennard versus Lenny. Penny.
First Amendment.
I will not
That's not
tolerate
really
it.
the
Anything?
issue.
You won't
Tolerate
tolerate
any kind of
Something
language
ironic?
in my house.
Look, it's only a simple
What?
cookbook about casserole.
Pull
That's
up
it,
with
huh?
you.
Yeah.
Casserole.
Go
Who
on.
doesn't love a
Go on.
casserole?
Arguments suddenly cease again as Claire returns with casserole housed in a clear dish and a can of Cheese Whiz. An air of frozen discomfort has descended. Claire puts a tall, clear glass bowl in the center of the table. The dish is layered alternatively with green vegetables, red vegetables, and white mayo.
Here's my especialité. A tasty, refreshing palate cleanser. My very own mayonnaise casserole.
It's like the Italian flag.
I do think I was drawing on my Italian side when I came up with this.
You're no more Italian than I am, Claire.
We're all a little bit of everything, dear.
Wow. That's like, can I get you on camera telling us what's in it?
Totes amazeballs.
Claire!
Oh, yeah. For sure. Amazeballs.
We start off with a layer of mayo. I prefer Miracle Whip. Now, some people think that's a sandwich spread, but I use it like mayo. You can use Hellmann's if you have to. The first green layer is a can of peas. Make sure you drain them. Then more mayo, and then a can of green beans.
Drained, I assume?
Yes! You've got it! More mayo, red onion. Mayo, a can of spinach. Drained. Mayo, a jar of pickled beets. Mayo, then top it all off with a good layer of good old Cheese Whiz. Come on, dig in.
Claire dishes out her casserole, squirting fresh Cheese Whiz onto each serving. She returns to the kitchen. Everyone starts to argue again, but Leonard stands immediately in order to control the conversation.
This is my house. I demand to be treated with respect.
How can I respect you?
And how can I respect you?
I was wondering when you would
Erica,
finally...
don't.
And you say you're going to stay out of this. What are you say?
Don't you dare talk to Penny like that. She's...
Erica? She's a man.
Are you getting this, dude?
Yeah, I don't think this is right.
No, dude. You keep your fucking camera rolling, I swear.
Whoa,
language.
She's a sister, not a mister.
Dude, then give me the fucking camera. I
My
swear.
personal problem, let him go!
Penny is a woman, Dad. A woman.
Not according to the Bible.
Where in
I
the Bible
see
does it even mention LGBTQ people?
Oh, now we've got another word for it. The whole alphabet's going to be taken over.
Erica, let's not.
You stay out of this, I said.
She can say whatever she wants.
This is a family matter.
Penny is family. We are engaged to be married.
Zachary yanks the camera from Nick, who holds it up and starts filming. Penny notices it and picks up a handful of casserole and mashes it into the camera lens.
I said stop filming.
Hey, this is freedom of the
You're
press,
on private
lady.
property.
Where are your releases?
Right. Where are your releases?
Permission is implicit.
Maybe from Claire, but not from me, nor Erica, nor even from Ann Coulter over here.
Hey!
Forgot to mention that minor detail, didn't you? Amateurs.
God damn you.
Hey!
Zachary wipes the casserole from the camera lens and flings it at Penny, who ducks in time, letting the casserole hit Erica instead.
Hey!
Erica picks up a handful and flings it at Zachary, who flings it back. Nick grabs the camera and sneaks back from the table. Zachary notices and flings it at Nick.
You're fired!
Nick lobs food towards Zachary, who ducks, letting it hit Leonard.
I quit!
Fuck you! Hey, language!
Leonard and Penny pick up globs of food and throw them towards Zachary. Claire re-enters, stunned.
Stop it! Stop! 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 Shame on all of you.
But
No,
Mom,
the
my
language
dad
is
was
my
right.
rights.
Oh my God,
Yes! Yes, I know. I could hear you from 2 blocks away, and I'm sure the neighbors did, too. Look at you.
So, Dad can be so...
Erica, I've known ever since I married him that he was a stick in the mud.
That's not true. Where do you get such foolish ideas?
You know what, Leonard? For a long time now, I've wanted to swear at you. That's right. Let loose with the F word.
Claire!
Oh, can it? You are so narrow-minded. You can't stand anything that's not like you. You hate my mess, even though it's how I work best. You fight with your daughter.
Claire exits to retrieve Erica's painting and returns quickly.
But she can be... She's not really...
She's here. She's queer. Get used to it.
Mom!
Claire takes down the Norman Rockwell and replaces it with Erica's painting.
You can get used to this while you're at it.
That's not art.
Yes, it is, because our baby says it is. Erica, why did it take you 29 years to tell me something so important? And you're engaged? This is how you tell me? Shame on you.
I was afraid to tell you.
Couldn't you just trust in my love? Haven't I given that to you unconditionally since the day you were born? And Mr. Zachary Simmons, I know what you're up to.
I can assure you, there is no hidden agenda.
That's Major Cap. You know what I covered for the voice blog last month? The Brooklyn Comic-Con. Oh yeah, I got an eyeful of your totes nerd ass. Iron Man? Really?
No, that was come on, it was research.
Ironic cookbook, that one.
I'm sort of disappointed in you too, Penny. She's got her own deep dark secret that she thinks no one knows about.
So I'm a card-carrying member of the NRA. What's wrong with that?
She doesn't vote.
See? Don't you people get it? All of humanity is one big casserole. All these different ingredients come together, right? Right? Leonard, did you know that Pastor Stephen's wife was born in Mexico and she was raised Catholic? We had a black president. Who knows? We might have a woman president one day soon.
Now that's going too far.
You know, I think God is a woman. She mixes all of us different kinds of people into a big old casserole held together with cheese, eggs, butter, and mayonnaise.
Jiminy Christmas.
When a woman makes a casserole, she's connected to God because she's got this mighty love right here in her bosom. That's right, Leonard. I said bosom. That love flows into her arms and her hands and into a big spoon, which is like a live wire, an electrical conductor that just sucks all that love from God, its body, and zap! It goes like magic into the mixture.
Okay, Claire. We get the idea. That's enough.
When you're stirring up all the ingredients in a casserole, you've got to mix them up just so. Not too much, not too little, just right. Like Goldilocks would do.
Jeez, O.P., Claire.
Then you let that mixture sit and rest a bit and catch its breath because it's alive. So, while this casserole rests, you mix you butter your prettiest dish and then gently coax all that love right into the casserole dish, nice and even, but not flat. It's got to have some little peaks here and there to make it prettier. It makes the wounded spirit whole and calms the heart's unrest. 'Tis manna to the hungry soul and to the weary rest.
I'm going to wash up.
Sit down. I'm not finished. While that casserole cooks in the oven, it gives off this lovely aroma that reminds you of family. All the loved ones that have come before, shown their love to you. Their tenderness. Their humanity, Mr. Simmons. Do you have anyone like that in your family?
My Oma and Opa were like that. Yeah.
I bet they're looking down on you from heavens right now saying, "That's not the way you treat others, boy." Soon, the casserole warms every corner of the house with a smell that promises something delicious and wholesome.
For everyone.
Leonard looks at Penny. His face suddenly softens to a look of acceptance. He mouths the words, "I'm sorry," to Penny. She nods her forgiveness.
But you don't eat it. You take this to a family with a newborn. You don't want to be a bother, but you would like a quick peek at that precious new life. So this is your key. Or you bring this to a newly grieving widow. You are heartsick for her loss, and you want to do something. But Lord Almighty, there's just nothing that you can do. So this casserole becomes your calling card. You stand at their door, holding this, and it says, "Claire wanted to tell you. She's so sorry for your loss. But she doesn't want to say it out loud because she doesn't want to make you start crying all over again. So will you please just take this and know she loves you and she's thinking about you." That's what this casserole says when no words can soothe. We're all part of God's casserole, made with love. No matter how different we may seem, each one of us belongs. You remember that.
I'm sorry, honey. For everything. So sorry.
Oh, Mom, don't cry.
This has been the most spectacular dinner I've ever been to. You're brilliant.
This was going to be the best day.
I know.
Claire, honey, it's all my fault.
No, Mr. Wilson, it's all that man's fault. Him and his ironic cookbook.
Why do you all think I'm so stupid? Williamsburg Press? That's what Ellen would call hipster central. But I figured it was my chance, even if they were making fun of me.
Come on, mister. Let's take this outside.
Leonard grabs Zachary by the collar. Penny stands by in support.
Hey man, not cool. The publisher is actually crazy about this idea. Claire, the Midwest Chef is going to be a big hit. A really, really big hit.
Really?
Yes, the Food Network is interested.
TV? Well, I'll be.
Yeah.
She's right. Mm-hmm.
TV? Me?
If they like the book.
Which they will. And they want the whole deal.
Yeah, all the weird recipes.
My mom doesn't like the word weird.
Unusual recipes?
Unusual recipes.
Unique recipes told by a unique woman.
Right. Unique recipes.
The Midwest Chef in her own home. High-key realness.
Okay, guys, okay, but we have to, make it ironic. Poke some fun at it, Make it stand out. We want to do this.
I guess smashing Doritos on the floor instead of the counter could be sort of funny.
We haven't seen anything like that since Julia Child.
You better get this right.
They'd want me?
They want you.
This really could be huge.
Mom, I can see theme parties.
One word.
Merchandising.
A cookbook and a TV show? But wait, I want my whole family involved. We can have Fashion by Delshers. They'd love that, Leonard. Mm-hmm. And we can have some pictures on the wall by Erica. And Penny can help with...
marketing.
Great!
Now, wait a minute. They're going to want some New York company for that.
She owns Midtown Media, dunce. We live on the Upper West Side.
Yeah. I did a job for Midtown Media. For Mr. Caulfield. Patrick Caulfield. Oh.
You have a problem with that? With my future daughter-in-law?
Yeah. No. No.
Hey,
No.
I'll see what I can do.
Legit?
Legit.
Amaze balls.
Oh, jeez Louise, Claire.
Okie dokie. So let's make some room then. We've got more coming. You straighten up that pile of recipes in the kitchen.
No one touched those recipes. They're perfect. Just the way they are.
Oh, Leonard.
Claire and Leonard kiss. Then Claire exits and returns like a waitress with pies lining her arms.
We've got to celebrate. We've got some great pies from the Main Street Cafe up there in Bloomer. Lemon meringue, banana cream, coconut cream, strawberry lemonade pie. So, who wants dessert?
Bet.
Big bet.
This has been the best day.